Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to Tekpon. Today, our guest is Manas, the co-founder and CEO at OneHash. Hello.
Hi, Christine. Thanks for being me here. And I'm delighted to be here and would like to discuss what OneHash is doing, how we started our journey now. So glad to be here.
Thank you so much for joining. At first, for anybody to understand, please tell us what your company does.
So I'll discuss more about OneHash, how we started, what is the journey so far. We started OneHash in 2019. Since then, pandemic was going on, and I started these things from US itself. Then we were sitting idle, we were not getting any clients, and almost for 6 months we were worried whether we are doing something right or wrong. A couple of my friends, in fact, suggested me, this is not the right time to start a new venture. I already
Okay.
had a venture earlier. So, but somewhere I was feeling that for kind of tools that I'm developing, there is a gap in the market, and always there is a market is in the gap. So, based on these theories, me and my other co-founder Rohit, we started OneHash, and just initial 6 months there was some sort of hiccups, and post that, once we onboarded our first client, once we have a use cases, then there is no going back. In the CRM ERP segment, within 4 years we have 5,000 plus users on our product, and I'm
Well,
serving, within just short span of time, I'm serving almost 74 countries across the globe.
that's amazing. Thank you for sharing the main story, let's say. You said 2019 and it seems like 1 or 2 years ago, right? But yeah, it's been 4 years.
It's been
So,
almost 4 years, yeah.
yeah. My next question would be, what products do you offer? I saw on your website that you have multiple products.
See, we started with CRM and ERP. Then, seeing the we were always thinking of democratize the SaaS market. My vision is to democratize the SaaS market. There are many SaaS tools available. Of course, whatever I'm doing, it's not something new that I'm doing. There are thousands of SaaS CRM providers. There are, lakhs of SaaS service tools available in the market.
Okay.
So how I'm doing things differently, and what kind of services and product I'm offering to end users. So my first intention is to democratize the SaaS market with search tools which is affordable to SMEs, which was earlier only accessible. Uh, of course, let's say if I'm competing with Salesforce, Enterprise Salesforce is a fantastic tool, or SAP is a fantastic tool as far as ERP is concerned. But if
Yes.
someone is using OneHash ERP, what value I'm adding to them? I'm offering almost 90% of the features that these kind of enterprise tools are offering at just 10% of the cost. So earlier, these kind of tools, in fact, let's say if I have 30 or 50 odd users, people will not think about using an ERP software because of the cost. They
Yes.
don't have budget to go ahead with this.
Yes.
So my intention was to democratize this market and make these kind of tools highly affordable to SMEs. So 100%. I'm just targeting as SMEs. I
So,
do have a lot of enterprise clients, but that's like they shifted from Oracle or Microsoft Business Central.
yeah.
From those kind of products, they shifted by seeing the use cases and everything. But my intention is just to target SMEs. So as far as product is concerned, I have a list of product as of now. Probably I'll be
Okay.
adding more in my bucket. As
Okay.
of now, I have one as CRM, one as CRP, one as chat, and one as CAT. One as CRM. In a single line, if you ask me what these tool does, CRM is for those people who wants to grow their sales team, optimize their business, and boost their growth. So
Yes.
for them, CRM is helpful.
Yes.
People who want to optimize their resources, be it HR human resources or their workflow management, operational efficiency improvement, for them they need ERP. I recommend those people who have at least more than 30 or 50 users, they should go for ERP tool.
Yes.
And the smaller team should not go for it. And one as chat, it's an omni-channel support having shared inboxes. If I have a, let's say, a presence on Facebook, I have a presence on Telegram, I have presence on other social media platform. I do have sales email, marketing emails, and and a website also, website widgets from where customer is reaching us. So OneHash chat, what OneHash chat does, you will have a inbox separated for every agent. You can set a permission. An agent can access those inbox from a single platform. You don't have to
Right.
log into your Facebook. You don't have to log into any of the channels. Directly, you
Yeah.
can manage everything from single platform. That's OneHash chat. And OneHash Scal, it's a scheduling tool, which what's the USP of my tool? Someone can create multiple events, which most of the tools is lacking nowadays. So multiple events, you can integrate it with multiple calendars. Currently,
Yes.
most of the tools, give you permission just to integrate it one of the calendar. So there is no restrictions as such. And on top of that, if you want to have a teams where you decide your use cases, whether you will have 10 members, 20 members, you can have single links, you can have collective scheduling, you can have round robin scheduling. So all those kind of features are there in OneHash Scan. So these are the three tools currently we have. And as of now, in the CRM ERP segment, we are already serving 74 countries that I have mentioned with you. Yeah.
And how do you structure your pricing? Because you said you want to offer good value to the customers, but how do you make sure it's not too low or either too high? How do you? It's a massive discussion in SaaS right now, the pricing. So I'm curious to know your take.
See, for CRM, of course, we do not, as I mentioned that, we did our research and found that if you have 2 or 3 users, don't go for CRM. If you don't have 30 or 40 odd users, don't go for ERP. You'll just mess with the software and you'll not get productive.
Yes.
So after analyzing all these things, we do not have per user pricing. It's like a package plan. If you have 10 users, you just have to pay $99 per month. That is approximately $9.9 per user per month. You'll not find any product which is as affordable as OneHash is. And of course, features, if you make a comparison based on features and pricing, you'll find OneHash CRM to be most competitive in the market.
Yes.
And as I mentioned, that's my motto. I'm not looking for big elephants. I'm just looking for helping SMEs and of course making the pricing as affordable as possible. So this is the pricing for OneHash CRM. For OneHash Chat, we do not charge based on users. We just charge $27 per month per
Okay.
company. So you can have 10 agents, 20 agents, 30 agents, any number of agents. The flat pricing would be $27 per month per company. And for OneHash Scan, individual plan is absolutely free. We do not charge anything for that. If someone wants to go for a Teams plan, we charge $5 per user per month, and annually almost $60 approx. So the
That's a
pricing
good
is
value.
highly affordable.
Yes. Right. And usually, what do you say your target company is, or your ICP?
So for CRM and ERP, the normal user, as I mentioned, that the users should be in the range of 10 to 300, minimum 10 users.
Okay.
You know that we do not have any clients who is having less than 10 users on our platform. So and of course the segment that we target. So most of our clients are either traders or having a physical product to sell or
Okay.
are in service industry. So these three segments we target. Of course, in couple of countries we do have fintech clients and healthcare clients, but we do not. That's not our ICP. Product is useful for them. They configure it and they use it. So of course that's a perk with the system because it's very easy to use.
Okay. And do you have a favorite customer success story that you can share with us? For example, telling us how one company improved their revenue or their
Yeah, there are many use
organization.
cases. If you ask me specifically any client, if I want to target, there is a client in Vietnam who were using, first they were using Oracle, then from Oracle they shifted to Microsoft Business Central, and from Microsoft Business Central they shifted to OneHash CRM. So earlier they were using at least 10 tools to, to use to automate their entire business process. And of course,
Wow.
there were many manual things were there which they were doing it.
Wow.
After OneHash, first thing what we did, we replaced all these 10 tools with OneHash because we have CRM and ERP in a single suite of solution. So we replaced all their tools with a single solution. They were struggling with the support. They used to raise the support tickets, and it, at times it used to take more than 15 days to get a response from
Wow.
these
Wow.
vendors. So we optimized their support thing and provided it SLO within three hours. So any tickets generated or any queries they are getting, we are resolving in within 3 hours. So their operational cost or administration cost had decreased almost 70%. So whatever they were investing for their businesses, especially for these kind of tools, now their cost has decreased by almost 70%, and their revenue is growing by almost 30% year on year. So that kind of changes we have brought in by offering a very comprehensive tool to them.
That's amazing. I love it. I love that. Thank you for sharing. How about the team? How big is your team now after 4 years of starting the company?
See, we do have partners who do implementation for us. So because it's a product-based company, we just have a plug-and-play kind of product like OneHash Chat, OneHash Scan. So my
Okay.
product team is the biggest team that I have. Currently, I have almost 26 people working with me in OneHash, and most of them are developers because I don't need sales guy. I don't need I do have a couple of people in marketing, but I don't need more sales guy because
Why
it's
not?
like everything is coming inbound, and we don't do any kind of outbound activity. Everything is inbound. We are getting signups, and those signups is getting converted. I do have a tool which is which where I can do drip campaigns. I can do automation. So I myself have those kind of tools. I have automated almost most of the things. Now AI is there, so
Yeah.
whatever tools I'm bringing in, I'm using AI also. In fact, my clients can also use these kind of like OpenAI, ChatGPT integration,
Of
uh,
course.
URL based and doc based training. So these kind of tools I already have in my product itself. So most of the things, my process, my operation is almost automated. So I just most of the people are in product team. Rest we are two co-founders here. Uh, uh, I take care of marketing activities. My other co-founders, he takes care of tech stack and of course the financial sides.
Okay. And what would be your best piece of advice for a founder that's looking to get most of his pipeline, of his leads inbound without doing any outbound effort? Would it be to build a great product, or what did you tell them?
See, getting the leads and for me, rather than converting them, more importantly to retain them in the system. If you have one client and if you are not able to retain them, that's the biggest challenge. In OneHash, I have almost less than 5% churn rate. Not even 1%, 2% client leave the system. The kind of service I'm providing, the kind of support I'm offering, so, so that makes OneHash great. If you will see reviews across the platform, you will see that people are raving fan of OneHash. So to make that, let's say I'm whatever inbound activity, let's say I'm doing SEO. Most of the people are doing. I'm doing for a couple of things. I'm doing progressive SEO as well. Let's say I have multiple integration. I don't want to put manual content on my page. My blog page is very active. I do guest posting. I do engagement. I do webinars. I do events. So all sort of activities I get the leads, and of course I do run a couple of email campaigns as well on my own. So these are the sources from where I'm generating leads. And rather than, the most important part is that if you are onboarding any client, to be successful, what I observed in the last 4 years, retention is more important than, onboarding new clients.
Right.
Because especially in these kind of segment, probably a client, if a client is paying you just $10, probably they'll be paying you $500 when once he grows. So rather than just targeting 120 and $100 odd dollars, it's better to target those clients who's already using your product. Give them fantastic services. Provide them world class services. If there is any query, I myself couple of times if my team is not available, if there is high volume queue, I myself jump on a call and try to resolve the query within no time. So I feel that support is very important. You have to ensure whatever tools you are making, your end users are able to use it. Then only you can have a successful product, especially in SaaS.
Yeah, great answer. Great answer. I love it. Thank you so much. I'm curious to know, did you also fundraise, or is it a bootstrap
Yeah.
company?
Now we are bootstrap. We
That's
are
amazing.
about to raise it. We are in talk with a couple of people, so probably we'll be raising soon. But
A
as
Series
of
A
now, we are
directly, or just
profit
will you raise a Series A or just seed?
seed round we'll be raising. But as of now, we are profitable.
That's amazing. I think every investor loves that, right?
Correct. That's the reason we are not in a hurry to raise, because I'm not burning cash.
That's great. Very happy for you, and you're a good example. What did you say was your biggest challenge since starting the company?
See, when I started, as you mentioned, that getting the first client was the most difficult milestone to achieve, because once you start something, no one knows you, no one knows what is OneHash.
Yeah,
So building a trust in the market is the most difficult part of SaaS journey, I would say. Once I have a built in the market, once people start using it, then there is no going back. Because once you have examples, once you have use cases, they themselves will start referring to you. If you are solving the problems, they'll talk in the community and you'll have n number of users. Probably you have to say no to some of the clients that no, you have enough clients. So I would say that, the first initial hiccups you might be facing. So you may feel that this is a failure. It's been 6 months. I'm doing everything, not getting a clients. But stick to your plan. Believe in you. Believe in your product, and keep on working. You'll definitely get a client. And once you get a client, there is no moving back.
now the next question would be, what is the vision for the future of the company? What do you say? What are the next plans?
So my target is, as I mentioned, that I'm targeting SMEs. I'm not targeting, though I have enterprise client, but I'm not targeting them.
Yes.
My vision is to have at least 10 million users on my platform in the next 10 years.
Wow.
So
That
that's
that's
pretty much, we are working on those visions, especially on OneHash scale. It's just been not even a 1 month, and I already have more than 5,000 users on that particular tool, because it's a simple plug and play tool. So I'm thinking to bringing at least 10 million users in the next 10 years. That's my
I'm
vision.
I'm rooting for you. And we arrived at the last part of the podcast. A bit about yourself. So please tell us how you started your journey. Let's say after high school or college, or what is your life story?
So I was back then in 2011. I was a Unix coder. So I myself am a coder. So I used to code, and work on storage side of the platform, like Celera, Clarion, VNX. These kind of tools I have worked upon with
Okay.
EMC Square. And post that, a couple of years I was in administration. I was running India's smart school campaign. Then, especially schools, smart videos, so many campaigns I have run in, and have traveled across the states. So, while in the administration, I get to know that which kind of challenges people are facing, and being a technical background, doing these kind of thing, business analyst things, and of course project management kind of role. I thought that let's make something. Whatever problems, challenges SMEs are facing, let's solve these kind of problems. Then fortunately, I met my other co-founder in an event. So we decided to build something, and we came up with OneHash. And before the OneHash, I used to do trading organic clothing to Canada, Vancouver. There were a couple of stores in New York City. So
Okay.
I used to do organic cotton trading. So business idea I had. Then of course I had coding skills. So if you have coding skills and business ideas, so you know functions of business and you know technical part as well. So
Yes.
CRM was the best tool which I can thought about. And of course, CRM ERP, because it requires a lot of business skills, it requires a lot of technical skills as well. So we came up with the CRM. And
Right.
since the inception, I already have 5 products now. So 4 products. Fifth is in beta stage. Probably I'll be launching those products also soon. So my intention is to have a set of tools, a suite of solution, at least 10, 20 odd tools, which is highly usable for SMEs. Of course, I'll be focusing only on those tools which is useful for SMEs. And all those tools will be tightly integrated with each other. They'll talk to each other. And comprehensively, if someone is onboarding to OneHash, they don't have to go anywhere. They'll have all the tools tightly integrated at a highly affordable pricing. Probably my intention is that today, if I'm charging $6 or $5 for one as scan, the day I'll be having 1 million users, probably I'll be charging $3. So because I want to you know democratize this kind of pricing. I don't want to make it costly.
Yes.
People follow the process. Today it's $5. Tomorrow they'll make it $20.
Right.
My focus is to have as many users as I can and make these tools affordable. So probably after 2 or 3 years, I might make the pricing $2 or $3 or let's say $1. So that's my vision.
That's a great model, and I really appreciate you. I have to ask you, what would be your best piece of advice for a starting founder?
So I'll say if you, before launching any products, so, it's very easy to make products. It's especially in the SaaS segment, there are simple use cases that you can solve it. So before launching it to the market, I'll suggest them to have a beta, launch it to your, people whom you know, launch it to the community, launch it to the product and community, get a feedback, and whatever feedback or whatever suggestion they are giving, do take those advices, and based on that you improve your product before launching it to the actual clients. That is very important. I have done it. I have seen worked on those feedbacks, then again launched my product. So I'll suggest them to have a work on your networking, get feedback very aggressively, and work on those feedbacks.
Thank you so much. I have just one last question. What's your favorite software SaaS product that you use, but apart from OneHash?
I'm just using one tool for a marketing campaign, especially. That also I have customized that tool in house. I'm using Listmon, Apollo.io, Lusa, these kind of tools.
Yes.
And because I already have most of the tools which I needed. For scheduling, I have my OneHash Chat. For
Right.
chat, of course, I have my OneHash Chat. For CRM and ERP, I have my own tool. So, of course, G Suite and all, I'm using it for emails and all. I'm using Zoom also for webinars and events, and of course for any kind of meetings I'll be doing. So I do it on Zoom or Google Meet. And Canva, of course, I'm using Canva as well for designing. Figma,
Yes.
my teams
Yeah.
are using Figma for the designing. So these are the tools which I'm using it, and of course my team is using it. But rest of the business perspective, operation perspective, I'm using my own tool. So because before offering the tool, if I'll not use my tool, why other people will use it?
Of course. Of
So
course.
So most of my use cases, business use cases, I'm solving it with my own tools. Be it newsletter scheduling, notifying customer, drip campaigns, everything I'm managing on my one asset set.
Thank you for sharing. Is there anything else that you want to tell us today on the podcast?
So thank you so much. Thanks for being me here, and it was a great conversation, Christian. And
Thank you.
I would love to connect you again. And of course, let's say after 6 months, once I have some update for the viewers, I would love to connect again. And I would love to launch my product. If you have any pages, anywhere where I can place my products, if you have startup community where I can help someone, because I have mentioned that I want to democratize SaaS market, I want to help people. So I have one scalable. If they need it, if they need CRM or chat, you can reach me. I can give them my product at highly affordable cost. If they are a startup, if they need my tool for free, I'm okay to give it to them.
Thank you
But
so much.
provided they
Thank you
are
so much for
startup.
everything. Thank you so much.